It was a merger of us and one of our biggest competitors, SaaSOptics, and it was something we were really excited about. The SaaSOptics product was something that we admired and was different and complementary to what the Chargify offering is. And so it was really exciting to envision how these two companies would come together and create a truly robust FinOps software and bring that to the market. When I was digging into how we bring these two companies together and how we architect a solution that is as minimal disruption for the rest of the teams involved, LeanData was pivotal in bringing the two together.
When you have two companies that are very like size and has their process and everything, everyone has their own individual tech stack. And when you come into a merger, you carry with that tech debt, overlapping tools, same tools, different instances. Some of that was two sales forces, two different marketing automation platforms. When you're going through that merger and you're trying to figure out where you're gonna bring everything together, you have to have your source of truth. We have these two very separate sources of truth that have different philosophies behind how they're set up. We have to figure out how do we bring that together, because we could no longer be stepping on each other's toes because there was no us and them anymore, it was the one.
We essentially had two separate Salesforce instances. One was lead-based, one was opportunity-based. It was very important to prevent competition with each other now that we were one family. As we slowly brought the two companies together in one Salesforce, we were able to kind of bring them in almost in parallel and then slowly start the change management process of aligning towards an ultimate solution that was better than either company had to start out. The impact that LeanData had for me personally, when I first started working with it as the two companies came together, was that it allowed us to do something really cool that a lot of automations tools can't do, which is convert leads to opportunities automatically without a person being involved. And so we were able to preserve the existing business processes and allow the leads to flow into the Chargify ecosystem as they always have been, but then have them come over into Salesforce and become opportunities, which allowed us to slowly transition the whole Chargify sales team to that opportunity-based workflow. And it made the transition much smoother for them. It made the data migration for us, moving all the leads and opportunities over from the old Salesforce into the new Salesforce. We were able to do that and then get the sales team in there and basically hit the ground running in the combined Salesforce on day one.
Person comes in, they get converted from a lead, and there's multiple different steps around like looking at the domain to see are they a customer, are they not a customer, and then are they a prospect, are they a rejected, are they a competitor? Any of that gets like checked really quickly and then be able to route to that account or create a new account or do that, right? Once it's converted, the account graph will kick off and then it starts looking at things like marketing activity or ICP score, and then we kick off the contact graph, and that's where SalesOptics really comes in, because then if they've had any type of marketing activity, middle or top of funnel, then it starts to look at what that was, how it did it, and then can route to the right team, and then slacks the person, and then that automatically kicks off the, now they just got to go into SalesLoft and open up their cadences, and it's there for them.
And so we were able to get the two Chargify and SaaSOptics brands into one Salesforce and then route to the team accordingly. We didn't have that before on the Chargify side. We weren't able to actually assign ownership based on those types of intent signals. It was really powerful. It helped us be really nimble as we were bringing these two companies together. It was flexible enough to kind of allow the system to take the brunt of like most of the changes instead of the teams. Very dynamic, very flexible. Helped our system stay really nimble and agile as we brought these two companies together instead of making our teams do that work.
I truly believe that LeanData gives us a competitive